So here's some help with your Hoppy Beaver Extreme game that you have to create at the end of Side Scroller. Now, if you look through the code, there's a lot of stuff there that you have not seen yet. And that may make it seem a little bit overwhelming. However, you can use this code to guide you to create things that you need within this game. Okay. If you look at the top, they want you to do several things. Invert the collision mechanism. Make it through the beaver has to get through a hole without touching sides. Add obstacles that decrement the score, like bad sticks or holes in the ground. Add NPCs, characters that attack the beaver. Add multiple levels with increasing levels of difficulty, and add a cooler wind state. So what you do is up to you. You have all of these to choose from. However, because a lot of this code is so new, the easiest thing for you to do, and again, is up to you, is to do this one. Okay. What I'm going to do is show you how you would go about doing that without being overwhelmed and completely freaking out because you don't know how to do it. So let's scroll through our code and take a look at what we have. At the top, we've got the variable that creates our main character. Then we've got a variable that creates the sticks in this game. And if you notice the game, there are sticks. And when you push the space bar after you click, it lets your character move up and collect the sticks because beavers like to chew on sticks. Okay. So as you move down a little bit, you've got all your sticks. You've got the grass, which is the ground. And that's an image, and they're just using it repeated over and over. Then you've got the draw function, which makes it loop and makes it appear to move. We've got our background. Then we've got our for loop, which makes the background scroll. Then if we go down a little bit more, we've got our for loop, which makes the sticks draw. And then we've got our score. Then we've got our if statement, which says if the beaver gets 95% of the sticks or more, that's the greater than or equal to, you win, and it throws this on the screen. So this is also a pretty easy one to change because if you want to change that win screen, you just have to add it in here. Finally, we have our if statement that lets you use the keys to make the beaver jump. Okay, if you press the key, which is the space bar, then the beaver hops. And you learned that hop code in the rabbit racer. Else, which means otherwise, if you don't push it, the beaver falls to the ground. And then finally, we draw that character inside that if statement. So at this point, we want to make sticks that will take points away from the beaver. So I'm going to go back up to the top and find my stick. And I'm going to create a second variable. Now remember, your variables can be whatever you want to name them, but they can't have the same name as another one. So I'm going to come up and I'm going to paste that in. And I'm going to call this one bad stick. Then I'm going to come down here to the stick prototype, which draws it. I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to move it down, paste it in, and I'm going to tell it bad stick because I already named that new variable. Then I'm going to scroll down a little bit. And here is the loop that makes the sticks move through the air. So I'm going to copy, I'm going to paste that in. And now we have an issue because we haven't seen this one yet. So we've got to go back and find that at the top. And we are going to create a new one that goes along with that. So we're going to come here and we're going to go bad sticks. And we're going to add bad to the beginning of each one. And we're going to add bad to that. And now we've got bad sticks that we've created. And in the draw function now, we've got the beaver grabbing the sticks. But the first thing we need to do, because all we have are double sticks right now, is we have to go back up. And we've got to find our stick code. Bad stick, here it is. And we've got to make it a different color so we know those are bad sticks. Okay, so now we've got bad stick. We've got the fill. No, I didn't change my fill. Come on, change my fill. There we go. There's my fill. Okay. So we've got our bad stick prototype, our good stick prototype, our sticks for loop, our bad sticks for loop. And now we're going to come down in our draw function. And we're going to come here, which is what draws our sticks. And we're going to copy that. And we're going to paste it in. Instead of sticks, remember we are looking at bad sticks. There we go. And looky there, we now have bad sticks flying through the air. Now remember, the purpose of the game is for you to be able to hop up and get, yeah, come on. There we go. Hop up and score by getting the brown ones and to lose points. So what you have to do then is come down and look through the code and figure out how that code works and how it's going to make this subtract when that adds on. But this is a good start to what you were working on. So you should be able to figure it out. Now, if you notice right now, it's collecting good sticks, but nothing's happening to bad sticks. And if you want, because this is going to be pretty hard to accomplish this game because those sticks are so big, you can come back up to the top and you can change the length of the sticks or make them smaller because you've got your area here, your height and your width and all of that. It's entirely up to you. But this is one example of how to set up this game to meet these criteria. You need to do at least 2 of them. Okay, you can't just make it a cooler wind state. You need to do that and something else. So you could add more obstacles. You could invert the collision mechanism, which makes it more like a Flappy Bird. You could add other characters that attack the beaver. This is entirely up to you. But remember, if that happens, the score needs to go to 0 or he automatically needs to lose or something like that. So be creative because you've got a while to work on this game. If you have questions, make sure you ask.